Greetings, everyone. Greetings, lovers of freedom. Greetings, all of you. Please, as you get this video, make it to go viral by sharing it. It's very important. And like I told you, it's very important. Share it. Make it go viral so that it will reach to the appropriate quarter. The issue I want to address in this particular video is issue concerning the prelate of the Methodist Church who was kidnapped by the Fulani henchmen in Abia State, to be precisely. Now, that man was kidnapped by the Fulani terrorists with the help of Nigerian soldiers. Nigerian soldiers aided the kidnappers to kidnap him. And many of you have watched the video, and I have seen many of your reactions. But there's something I want you to reason after you have seen the reaction. There is other side of the video I am interested. And the other side of the video is this. According to the prelate of the Methodist Church, he said the kidnappers, their leader, who is a Fulani person, age about 35, 36 years old, young boy or young man, say that they will, after they collect ransom from them, they will use it to buy weapons, more stronger weapons to invade the Igbo land and Biafra land. And they have mounted their missionaries in our forest and Oduduwa forest. I want you to underline that word. Then, I want you to recall back few weeks ago what happened. There is something I want to remind you so that you will know that the God of Biafra is alive. I want you to know that the Fulani people, the Britain must plan. They wanted, this man is not the target. Those people that you see that kidnapped that prelate of the Methodist Church, that he was not the target. Yes, he was not the target. The person they wanted to kidnap in Abia State was Pastor W.F Kumuyi, the founder of Deeper Life Church. And that is why they masterminded all those things and helped him to organize a crusade in Abia State. They mount these people with heavy soldiers to help them kidnap Kumuyi, regardless of the kind of security that he will hold. That is why they supported those Fulani people with the soldiers in uniform. You heard it from the prelate of the Methodist Church that the people who kidnapped him they were aided by the Nigerian army. Now, what was their plan initially? Their plan is when Kumuyi will be hosting a crusade, then they will now kidnap Kumuyi. When they could kidnap Kumuyi, Kumuyi is a Yoruba man. Then they will now say it's an IPOB. Believe you me, they will not spare Kumuyi alive. Once they kidnap Kumuyi, they will make sure that they kill Kumuyi to instigate war between the Igbos and their brother Oduduwa. And every ties, every relationship the Oduduwa and Biafrans have will destroy. And 1 million march that we are planning to hold will be cancelled automatically because there is no unity again. That bond will be untied. And at that point, once Kumuyi is dead, Kumuyi will not speak if they are not ESN, if they are unknown government, if they are Fulani. Their plan initially is to, once Kumuyi hosts that crusade in Abia State, maybe after the crusade he will be going to his hotel, they will kidnap him along the road or to any hotel he will launch. They will kidnap him and they will assassinate him after collecting ransom. because they will definitely collect ransom. And believe you me, they have already paid the whole Nigerian medias they are waiting for what they will write. That is why when that prelate of the or prelate of the Methodist Church was kidnapped, go and read what BBC wrote. They have already putting it on IPOB. They have already started writing its ESN. But so be it. God is, because of Chukwu Kadiama, love man Nnamdi Kanu and love Biafrans, he decided to save the man. Even the Fulani don't know how they released that man. Believe you me, not that ransom. Why I tell you this is this: go and watch that video again. The spirit entered that man. That was when he made that confession. And when he made that confession, he never knew what he was saying, because the spirit wants him to speak out. That is when the spirit that is when their leader said that once they collect this ransom, after collecting the ransom, they will use it to buy more weapons, and they will invade, attack Igbo land. Why God forced him to make that statement is for Igbos to prepare for what is ahead of them. I want you to imagine, just reason. Imagine if this man who was prelate was kidnapped and killed, that he cannot speak. Imagine what the Nigerian media could have been saying, or what they would carried out as about IPOB ESN. Just use your brain to imagine what BBC will be writing about IPOB ESN at this moment, up to this moment. Just, can you imagine it? Because the man will not be there to vindicate IPOB if he was killed. The man will not be there to tell his own side of story. The man will not be there to say, no, it's not IPOB ESN. The man will not be there to say, the people that kidnapped me is Fulani terrorists, as the man is saying now. Imagine if this man is dead, what will be the fate of ESN before Nigerian journalists and Nigerian media and the BBC, before the world? Just imagine. Now, after you imagine that, I want you again to imagine if Kumuyi hold that his crusade in Abia State, and he was kidnapped and killed after collecting ransom. Imagine how we, the Igbos in Lagos, the Igbos in Ogun, the Igbos in Ibadan, the Igbos in all Yoruba land, imagine what will be their fate. Imagine the kind calamity that will befall the Igbos outside Nigeria, outside Igbo land. The British masterminded all those plans. The British masterminded all these plans in order to level, because they know that once they kidnap Kumuyi, a Yoruba man in Abia State, Igbo land, then and they will make sure that they kill Kumuyi, so that Kumuyi cannot speak what happened. Kumuyi cannot tell his own side of story. Kumuyi cannot say his ordeal between him and the kidnappers. And the Nigerian media will use the media to instigate war between the Igbos and the Yoruba. While the Igbos and Yorubas are battling themselves, the Fulani henchmen will just quietly, unchallenged, to invade Biafra land, at the same time invade Yoruba land and level. That is, they will first of all wait. After we might have finished ourselves, they will now finish the remaining war. But thanks to Chukwu Kikabia Monye Primi Henine, who used IPOB to make sure that Kumuyi did not hold that crusade in Abia State. Because these people, the people who kidnapped this prelate, the British have already bring as machineries, and they added Nigerian soldiers to it. In case if those Fulanis fail to kidnap, the Nigerian soldiers will help them to kidnap, to make sure that Kumuyi will be kidnapped. And after they will collect ransom from the Deeper Life Church and the Yorubas, they will also kill him. That was the initial plan. Now you get the point. I believe you have gotten the point. After that, that is why I say share this video so that it will go viral. It's very important. Very, very important. Share it. Now, this was their initial plan, to instigate war between the Biafrans and the Oduduwas, and also to cut every bond, every tie that Biafran and the Oduduwa has, every relationship between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho and the other Yoruba leaders, Oduduwa leaders, to make sure that we become enemy again. And that is the end. Because the Fulani know that they cannot conquer Biafrans. They cannot conquer Oduduwa. They want to use Oduduwa and use Biafra to fight themselves and before they will step in. Now, but there is something happen again. I am happy in that area. There is word that prelate of the Methodist Church said. He said that they are collecting ransom so that they will use it to buy weapons. Now, since they made that statement, this is for the Igbos, the Igbo leaders, not every person. Now you know that the plans of Fulanis are to invade Igbo. The Igbo politicians, Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, the Igbo traditional rulers, and the Igbo pastors and reverend fathers. What are you people doing to prevent such thing not to happen? What measure are you people taking to make sure that you don't allow that invasion to take place? Because Fulani, I know, they don't give empty threat. They carry out every word that come out from their mouth. Now, I want Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, the Igbo politicians, the pastors and reverend fathers, bishops and prophet and prophetess. I want all of you to take a very strong action, because the only solution to prevent that not to happen is for you people to come together in one umbrella and take a very strong action. Make a strong statement and back it up with a very strong action for disintegration of Nigeria, so that Oduduwa can go their own, Biafran can go their own, then Arewa can go their own. That is the only solution. If not, if you keep one Nigeria, believe you me, in next 2-3 years, they will carry out that very plan. God have already used that man to tell you their plan. The secret have been opened. God have done his part. It's left for you and me to do our part. The work of God is spiritual. And after God have finished his work spiritually, he expects you as a human being to do the physical one. Don't expect God to come and do your physical work. God can never act physically. God works spiritually. And that's why God now use spiritual power to make that man to confess. And that is why God allowed them to free that man, so that he will pass the message, so that you are not going to be taken unaware. This is the right time. We need to rise up to restore Biafra. Like I told you from the beginning, I am MAP, Ezioku Bondo. I don't know how to pamper words. I don't know how to paint words. I say it the way it is. So, I want every leader today. This is no longer for IPOB battle. The message have been passed to every Igbo leaders. The message have been passed to every political leaders. The message have been passed to Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. The message, even if they assassinate that man tomorrow, he have already delivered the message of God to every Biafran today. If we fail to act to carry out, to prevent this very one, God will not support Biafra. God will not support any person that called Igbo man. God will destroy us if we fail to rise up And at now, God have done it. God have done his part. And for God, because God loved Biafrans and loved Oduduwa, that is why God allowed these things to happen. If not, God could have allowed Kumuyi to host that his crusade in Aba so that he will be used and killed. But God prevented it. And God wants the Igbos. If you take this message for granted, just a minor case, then God will never forgive every Igbo leader, every South leader, every Biafra coastal region leader, whether you're a politician, pastor, prophet, reverend father, or whatever you call yourself. Once you are a leader or you are important in the society, you take this word. All of you cannot act now. When they start, God will not rise to defend you because he have played his part. Share this video, very important. Kumuyi should thank his God, thank IPOB, thank DOS, thank Emma Powerful, thank Chike Doziem, thank Mazi Nnamdi Kanu especially, mostly, and thank ESN that rescued him. He don't know what God used ESN and the DOS and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to do in his life. But let him thank his Chi that they did not use him to just for a political politics. That is all I have to say. Once again, my name is MAP. Don't forget to follow us on Biafra Unity TV on YouTube. Subscribe and subscribe to Mazi Achebe TV on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Mazi Achebe Paul, and also on Twitter, Mazi Achebe Paul, so that you will be getting notification whenever we make video. Okay? Once again, my name is MAP Eziokwu Bondo. This is the message I have to pass. And make sure you tag all the Igbo leaders and governors, reps, House of Assembly member, local government chairman, the traditional rulers. Tag everyone. Send it to them because this message is very important. The Fulanis, the Britain are intensifying their mission to make sure that they wipe the Igbo race out from this surface of earth. But we must rise up because God, Chukwu Kikabiyama, is with us. Thank you and remain blessed. This is all I have to say.